Ji, Assalamualaikum everyone, it's Shoayb Khan and welcome to the live update of Crypto Affairs. It's 1st of May, almost 2 a.m. in the morning, and we're gonna have a look where the Bitcoin is headed, what the situation is looking at so far. So I hope my voice is audible to you and everything is going fine in this life. Alright, so let me share my screen here. Wait a moment. All right, so we are in this range since the drop. I don't particularly say a drop, but a shake off of 26th of April. It's been like 4 days. We are ranging in this zone of the high of 29,878 and the low of 28,600. So we are pretty much ranging in this, you know, 500 $600 range, and then we saw a spike towards almost touching the 30k at this 0 point of our Fibonacci, and then dropping it down again aggressively. So if you can see here, I'm just gonna switch to the 30-minute chart, uh, and I'm also gonna hide my setup here just to show you something that we are currently making a rising channel here. If you can see here, if something like this, right? So we are making a hidden rising channel here. So what it represents, well, BTC is pretty much going sideways. We had our little, mini alt rally for like couple of hours yesterday, and now the alts are bleeding so much. So why is it happening at this point? Well, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, you can see it's been really going up in a 90-degree angle, and now been stabilizing for like couple of days, same similar to Bitcoin, and then it was rising again, since like the yesterday evening. So that's why we are pretty much looking at the R's continuously bleeding. So what's happening here is, if the Bitcoin dominance stabilizes and then comes down, we're gonna be looking at the alt rally here. But the most worrisome thing is that, what if it kind of shift the zone from here to this ATH of like 3 years at 49.10%? Well, if it goes like this, we are looking at profusely bleeding and maybe a bloodbath in altcoins, and then BTC will be stabilizing at this point again at around like 30k. You can see at this range of 30,500 or towards 31k, and then the alts will be start to stabilize, and then we may see a week or two alt rally once the dominance falls from this level and coming back to this 47.6%. So we are still observing that what's happening in this situation, but so far the dominance is being stabilizing and not looking at it's gonna be correcting anytime soon. We have to lose this level, which you can call it the break of structure at 48.47%. Once we are done with this, once we lose this level, we are in for a mini alt rally. All right, so until then, you're gonna be seeing some bleeding in the altcoins, whichever you poke, look at it even by the order books and all that. So not talking about some shit coins, surprisingly, like a BNB, which is continuously pumping for no reason, and the you can see the PA is pretty choppy, and then it went down, going up like in 90 degrees angle. The EQ highs are still valid. I didn't remove it. It's from a really old chart, I guess, since March, I believe, and that's what's happening. So not talking about this shit coins are really pumpy dumpy ones, the Pepe coins and whatsoever. People try to blindly jump and liquidate their accounts. I'm talking about some layer 1 and layer 2 coins. All right, so coming back to Bitcoin, we are in for the correction towards this level. I already explained in my tweet, I guess. Here it is, the 28,700s level. All right, I'm gonna switch to 3-hour chart here. Uh, this is the wick. This is the top of this wick, 28,750, 28,700 level. So we made the high, retested it, sweeping it. So it kind of looks like a three tap setup here on this 3 hour chart. Well, lose this level and coming back to 28,700. I think it will be really good for like Bitcoin correction, and alts will also continue its bleeding, and we will build some long position from there. So that's what's happening. Simplest stuff. Once I I really don't think, if I look at the dominance, I really don't think like we are going for like aggressive breaking of this resistance and then moving towards the OB above at 32K. I think it's like a three tap setup. We may range it a bit and then sharp drop towards 28,700 levels. All right, so that's what's happening with the Bitcoin. Looking at the Ethereum here, we had our liquidity profile. I think I posted it in mentoring launch day before yesterday. Yes, I guess I posted in mentoring launch that we have this liquidity profile, and the ether might go towards this level. So we saw the projections. We saw like literally the Ethereum was showing this stuff like being choppy here. Shorts been liquidated, longs been liquidated. Here's a mini shake up, and then moving towards this level at 1940, missing by only 12 $13 of this liquidity profile. So it's not valid anymore because the shake up and all these selling and buying pressures pretty much move the liquidity away from this point. So ether will be choppy here, and because the ether BTC pair is also going down. We had this band from our last update, retested it, bounced from it, again breached it, retested it, and now rejecting from it again, and now going towards this level. So we can see some considerable bleeding in Ethereum as well. So chop here a bit and then moving back towards like mid of 1800. That's what we can see. All right, after that we got to see what's happening. I think it's it's still 30 minutes since the opening of the forex market and all that commodities and stuff. We had our analysis. The last analysis was here. We were ranging in the Tokyo session, and I told you wait for London shake up. It just happened like that, and it almost hit our POI at 1995, just shy of you know like 40-50 pips. Move towards like 1976, 86, 96, and then you know the deal, what's just happening in the gold. So I think I might wait for like 30 minutes before I jump into any analysis, but I guess this range is play out, so I'm gonna remove this one. Let me see some openings here. We had our open here, we had our open here. This is the liquidity here. We can draw this range, this high and this low. uh, the lower side is being tapped, and retailers might think, okay, we are bound in for like correction and go back here and then moving up. But I think the most likely scenario here, after the opening, we may shoot up towards this liquidity at this point, 1998, and then whatever the situation will be. So I'm gonna mark this POI here, but I will still wait for like initial market shakeups before diving into the longs. So that's my setup at 1998. It's, even if I long it from here, it's like almost 91, almost 94 pips. It's fine. It's a really good setup like in terms of intraday. So I think uh, I may think about it. Let's wait for like 30 more minutes since the market uh, opens, and then we're gonna have a look. All right. All right. So now we have some queries here. Uh, if possible, kindly analyze fill and SXP. Please support and resistance levels. All right. Let's have a look at fill. Going towards the 1 hour, 3 hour chart here. So we have our current support, which is being tested from you know earlier technical analysis, we had this range. If you look at it, it bounced exactly from here. It went up as high as 4.7% almost, and then breached it, going back to the zero point 0.5 level of this HTF Fibonacci, coming back, reclaiming the current support, and now being bouncing up, off from it. So it was a really beautiful setup though, but I have to delete it. So now our range is defined from this high to this low, right? This low. And we are yet to claim the zero point 0.5, but we haven't so far. I think this rising wedge will gonna, you know, been broken from this side. We will have the POS at 5.383, and then we will kind of range a bit before moving towards zero point 0.5, right? So the zero point 0.5 level is 5.702, and then we will shoot towards this liquidity of $6.2. You can see here it was a really weird kind of PA. You are making the lower highs and then higher highs and then lower highs again, and this, whatever you retailers call it, the Adams and Eve pattern, never saw it working out in your favor. So I think it will gonna drag some longs again before moving up. So that's what's happening with Phil. We're gonna have a look on SXP also. All right, so all those BOS, the breakout structures already tested from our last analysis. I'm gonna stretch this one because this is the HTF BOS on the daily chart. It will gonna be pushing the SXP down towards this 0.35 at below the 45 cent point uh, until the 31-32 level. So this is the HTF one. All right, so uh, it's pretty much developing the support here at this zone, right? This kind of candlesticks, if you look, these kind of candlesticks on the 3 hour chart and a 4 hour chart, that means retailers are pretty much screwed, and they have no interest. They are pretty much in fear, and MMs are not throwing any money because they already minted from your liquidity. So this kind of PA is really weird. So let's have a insight of it once we get SXP back into this range of 5.327 to 5.168, and this will decide either we are going down towards this BOS, losing it, or we are going up. Before than that, well, I think even if you long from here, I think you will be wrecked sooner than you realize. So let's wait for this because this is the support. I'm making this entire band because there's a reason behind it. We had our liquidity grabbed here, and now after all this shenanigans, we came back to this level, bounced from it, and then bouncing from the zero point 0.5 level of this range again, and now bleeding towards this level. So let's have a look here. Again, 5.327 to 53272. Let's say 53 to 51 cents is your basic range, and losing this will push it towards the BOS, and even if it stabilizes there, we're gonna be touching this point of 60 cents. All right, so that's what's happening with the SXP. All right, please look at Sol. Well, I don't look at the shit coins, but I'm gonna take a query here. I just posted, some of my thoughts in Telegram, and I hope you reads it. There's been stuff going around ever since I'm watching this market. It's been a decade. People tend to call themselves the analyst and the expert, and then they try to sell the snake oil. Oh, look, I have this secret indicator, I have this secret strategy, buy my course, and it will gonna be making you the best trader in this entire world overnight, and you're gonna be making millions, and the price is $15, $30, and whatsoever. So these are just the traps, to be honest, and the more you try to absorb the bad knowledge, it will gonna be, wrecking you, your predominant understanding of the market. It will be, destroying all the good analysis at the back of your mind once you start to, get the bad kind of knowledge. So do not fall for these kind of traps. uh, been seeing this ever since, and really, I don't know what to say about this, because even if I go ahead and watch some of those videos, it kind of, really, man, really bad stuff, really bad stuff. So-called retailers are teaching you these smart money concepts and all that stuff. Oh, look, the patterns, the secret angles, and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of bullshit. It will gonna wreck you, and it will never gonna work. Trust me. They only uh, show you the charts which are according to their so-called strategies. They will never gonna teach you anything live. They will never, come back or face you live in the market, or give any analysis on the live, you know whatever the forex, the cryptocurrency, and whatsoever they are, selling their snake oil for. So these are kind of a red flags you should be looking at before, throwing your money out, and just to hope and wish that you may become the best trader in the world overnight. It's not gonna happen. Sorry to break your bubble. And the only thing that works is to show up every day, to understand what the market is being telling you, and then it's really easy. Like, you can see me, it's totally fine. I'm not saying like I'm the best analyst in this entire world, but you never see me panicking no matter what happens, because I know the market tends to do that to shake off the retailers, whether it kind of starts to print like vertical candles, or diving to the gobbling down. So you know the tendency of it. All right, back to the charts. Okay, so look at the soul here. Let me see the daily chart. You can mark the support here at the daily, right? 20.04. Again, as per the previous analysis, lose this, and then you will be coming back to the early 16 or $17. Right, coming back to 3 hour chart again, we have this bullish IBOS. I'm gonna mark this. Right, so it's pretty much ranging it here. uh, yeah, I think it will be choppy here a bit for like couple of hours, and once it lose this, do not long. It will be, tapping this support, tapping this liquidity here, or you can say the volume here at $22.43 if it loses this, because I don't see any good upside from here. By the retail pattern, you can see you're making the higher highs, but now you are pretty much making, breaking the uh, internal break BOS, so can be really ugly for the bulls here. All right, so let's have a look on XRP again. Let's have a look on a daily chart. We had our pump coming back down, the rising wedge, sharp drop, rising wedge again. You fill in the blanks. The support lies at this point. Sorry. The support lies at this point. The weak support at 44.55. Let me have a look at XRP BTC here. Yeah, making the lower lows. Yep, it's aligning with it. Yeah, that's your current support. We're gonna be ranging here a bit, coming back down, and then we'd range a bit here before making a quick wick here and then moving up towards this range again. So that's what's happening. It just like the range of 47 cents to 44 cents, right? The pretty much 3 cents range here on the 3 hour chart. So do not long here, wait for the retest before longing at this point. Okay, ब्रदर एफ ई डी 0.38 लगाने की कोई चांसेस होल्डिंग स्पॉट देख लेते हैं. आई होप ये लाइव अपडेट जो है आपको काम आती होंगी और इससे जो है आपको काफ़ी हेल्प मिल जाती होगी कि मार्केट को समझने के लिए कि क्या है मामलात. सो इफ़ दैट्स हेल्पिंग यू काइंडली लाइक एंड शेयर. मैं ज़्यादा अभी रात में जो है किसी को टैग वगैरह नहीं करता है जगाने के लिए, बिकॉज ये अपडेट्स ऐसी होती हैं, वो नहीं है कि लाइक यहाँ मार्केट प्राइस पे घुस जाओ या व्हाट्सएवर. सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट द फेवर्स. अच्छा जी, एफ ए डी में हमने लास्ट एनालिसिस किया था कि रेंज हमारी थी, वी हैड आवर डिविएशन हेयर, ये खूबसूरत सा एक सर्कल, इट वेंट अप एंड देन हैड अ रियली गुड रन दो ऑफ 33%. आफ्टर डैट ये वापस आया है इस रेंज पे दोबारा वो चलता हुआ, बट ये रेंज पे आउट हो चुकी है. सो आई हैव टू डिलीट दिस. करंट जो इसकी रेंज है वो अभी है, ये हाई है आपका और ये वाला लो है. ठीक है, ये वाला हाई है, ये वाला लो है. आप अभी 0.5 पर ही रेंज आउट करें और थोड़ी सी एक छोटी सी जो इसकी सपोर्ट है वो है 32.17 की. ठीक है, ये तो हो गया जनरल एनालिसिस. आप क्या कह रहे हैं कि 38 सेंट्स लगाने के कोई चांसेस हैं होल्डिंग स्पॉट? 38 आ सकता है. 38 आने के लिए आपको सिंपली इस जगह से ऊपर जो है ना थोड़ा स्टेबलाइज करना पड़ेगा इन इक्वल हाइज से ऊपर. ये आपकी जो इक्वल हाइज है वो है 34 के ऊपर, ये आप इधर स्टेबलाइज करेंगे एंड देन यू विल गोइंग बैक टू द 38. ठीक है, स्पॉट पे तो टेंशन ना लें, कोई मसला नहीं है. मुझे कोई ऐसा इशू दिख नहीं रहा है एफ ई टी के साथ. until unless it loses its support though of 30 cents then it will be going back to this range. लेकिन ऐसा भी होने वाला है नहीं. अगर ये नीचे आ भी जाता तो कोई मसला नहीं है, आपकी स्पॉट बाइंग है, सेफ़ है, हम इसको डी सी करके जो इसकी एंट्री काफ़ी नीचे लेके आ सकते हैं. ठीक हो गया जी. चलें लास्ट क्वेरी में ले लेता हूँ जिल की एंड देन आई विल बी टॉकिंग सम स्टफ बिफोर कॉलिंग आउट अ डे. ये भी पुराना एनालिसिस है, इसको मैं ज़रा रिमूव कर दूँ. अच्छा जी, जिल ने आपका हार्मोनिक तो नहीं, वैसा ये बटरफ्लाई बनाई थी इसने. बटरफ्लाई भी नहीं बनी हुई एच टी एफ में इसने. हाँ, ये एक दिखाया ऐसे कि ये बटरफ्लाई बनी हुई है यहाँ पे, और फिर लेकिन इंटरनली इसने एक बेरिश हार्मोनिक बनाया था. सो यहाँ पे इधर ट्रैप करे, इस जगह पे लॉन्ग्स को ट्रैप किया और यहाँ पे उनको रेक्ट कर दिया, बिकॉज ये सब होप एंड विश कर रहे थे कि हम लोग जो है ऊपर की तरफ जाएंगे इस जगह पे, लेकिन वो नीचे से उसको जो है गिरा दिया है. जिल में अभी सिचुएशन ये है कि जिल अभी स्टेबलाइज नहीं लग रहा है मुझे. क्लोजेस इसकी सपोर्ट देख लेते हैं डेली पे. क्लोजेस इसकी सपोर्ट है यहाँ पे 2596 पे. ठीक है, यस इट्स लूजिंग सपोर्ट. अभी फ़िलहाल इसको बाय नहीं करो, देखते रहो अभी क्या सीन है इसका. ये स्टेबलाइज हो जाए थोड़ा, क्योंकि ये लोअर क्लोज बनाता हुआ जा रहा है. वंस यू स्टार्ट टू सी द एक्यूमुलेशन हेयर लाइक दिस, तो ये कह सकते हैं एक वे किस तरफ पड़ सकती है एंड देन वी कैन सी इट्स लिटरली गोइंग अप. लेकिन ये कि अभी फ़िलहाल ये जो है लोअर लोज बनाता हुआ जा रहा है. राइट अच्छा जी, और कोई सवाल? ओनली स्ट्रैटेजी दैट वर्क्स, डोंट लेट द मार्केट सरप्राइज यू. यस यू कैन से दैट. अच्छा, लास्ट अभी एक कंपाउंड और ब्लॉग से जो है मैंने वीडियो अपडेट कर दी थी कल परसों, तो वो अगर समझ आ गई है उस पर थोड़ा वर्कआउट कर लीजिएगा। और चार्ट्स वगैरह अगर जो शेयर करने हैं वो मेरे साथ डिस्कॉर्ड पे देख लीजिएगा अगर कोई कन्फ्यूजन है। दूसरी ये चीज़ के अभी एक ट्विटर पे जो है काफ़ी फट चल रहा है कि वही सैलिन में गो अवे वाला, क्या उसके मामला हैं कि हमेशा से ये होता हुआ है, क्या वो है कि मई हमारे लिए बेरिश होता है। लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली जस्ट शेयरिंग माई थाट्स है, फ्रैक्टल्स जो है ना काम करते नहीं हैं। एक टाइम था करते थे, लेकिन उसके बाद से मार्केट जो है ना वो काफ़ी चेंज होती हुई आ रही है कि आपका 2013 में जो पीए था वो 2015 में नहीं होता था, 2015 में जो चीज़ें चलती थी वो 18 में नहीं होती थी, 18 वाली 2021 में नहीं हुई और 2021 वाली अब 2023 में नहीं होती। कभी इन डेप्थ में इस पे जाके 6-7 इसके फैक्टर समझाऊंगा कि क्या क्या वो मामला थे जो उस टाइम पे चल रहे थे वो नहीं चल रहे थे। सो फ्रैक्टल्स जो हैं मैंने कभी ऐसे काम करते हुए नहीं देखे। क्यों? क्योंकि हमेशा याद रखें, रिटेलर को लग रहा है कि ओ फलाने दिन पे वो 14वीं का चांद यूँ निकला था और ये हुआ था, बिटकॉइन ऐसे $500 ऊपर गया था फिर वो नीचे आया था, तो ये दोबारा वही बादल का पैटर्न ऐसे बन रहा है, 14वीं का चांद है फलाना। इट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। इतनी कोई साइंस नहीं है। मार्केट मेकर जो है सिंपल देखता है लिक्विडिटी कहाँ है आपकी। अब आप अपने वो ज्ञान बुद्धियाँ जो है जो आपने लगानी है लगाएं उस पर, लेकिन वो सिर्फ ये देखेगा कि यहाँ पे लिक्विडिटी है, वो जाके उड़ा देगा उधर। तो वो फ्रैक्टल्स आपके इमोशंस जो भी आपकी रैशनैलिटीज़ इंशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह आपके वहाँ पे वो लगे हुए हैं गलत टेक्निकल एनालिसिस करके, वो लिक्विडिटी पे जो है ना अनफॉर्चुनेटली इट विल रैक्ट यू। सो आपने ये देखना है कि लिक्विडिटी कहाँ पे बिल्डअप हो रही है, ठीक है, और रिटेलर उधर क्या कर रहा है, तो उसके अगेंस्ट में जो भी स्टॉप लॉसेस होंगे वो उसके वहाँ पे हिट होते हैं। तो दैट्स एक हार्श फैक्ट आपका जो है उस पर देखने के लिए। तो ट्विटर सिटी की बातों में नहीं आया करें, क्योंकि वो लोग पेड होते हैं एक्सचेंजेस की तरफ से। अक्सर उनको वो दिया जाता है कि फ़लाने कॉइन को आप शिल करवाएं, ये करवाएं, लिक्विडिटी लेके आएँ, $1 मिलियन की लिक्विडिटी आप लेके आएंगे, आपको या आईफोन मिल जाएगा, फलाना मिल जाएगा, बुगाटी मिल जाएगी एक दिन के किराए पे तस्वीरों के लिए। तो इन चीज़ों के लिए आपने ये देखना है कि चार्ट्स आपसे क्या करें, ना कि ये कि कोई एनालिस्ट क्या कह रहा है वहाँ पे बैठ के, जो कि आपके साथ जस्ट शिलिंग करना चाहता है कि ये फ़लाना मेरा जो है वो है, ये कोड्स बाय कर लो, ये लिंक है मेरा, इस पे साइन अप कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो, ये कॉपी ट्रेडिंग है, इस पे वो कर लो। ये सारे स्कैम्स हैं। सो प्लीज़ एक थोड़ा आपका पैसा है, थोड़ा ध्यान से वो चलें। आई नो ये चीज़ें काफ़ी चीज़ी लगती हैं क्योंकि ये बनाई ऐसी गई हैं, लेकिन ये आपको है ना लॉन्ग टर्म लेके जाएंगे नहीं, क्योंकि कितने ऐसे लोग हैं जो कि फिर सालों से बैठे हुए हैं। ठीक है, ये वक्ती तौर पे होते हैं, बरसाती मेंढक होते हैं, ये आते हैं और एक टाइम पे आके सारा शिल कर कर आके दे विल बी गॉन। सो be wise in that market. All right, so that's all about it, and I'll be posting some videos soon, hopefully आज सुबह। तो जब तक ये कि देख लेते हैं 10-15 मिनट अभी है इसकी गोल्ड की मार्केट खुलने में, तो पीओआई देख लेते हैं किस तरीके से वो प्ले आउट हो रहा है। इफ़ आई हैव टू ट्वीक इट, मैं उसको ट्वीक करके फॉरेक्स कॉर्नर में पोस्ट कर दूंगा। एंड इफ़ यू आर नॉट इन मेंटोरिंग लॉन्च, डू मेक श्योर टू कम एंड सी व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, रीड द टेस्टिमोनियल, सी द प्रॉफिट शॉर्ट्स, व्हाट्सएवर, जो भी सारी चीज़ें हैं वो ट्रांसपेरेंट है। कोई उसमें ढकाने एक जो है छुपाने की उस पर जो है वो ज़रूरत नहीं है। राइट, सो या I'm gonna be seeing soon, and don't let the market surprise you. Allah Hafiz.